we're going to explain to you how to set up and run the Chauvet Nimbus machine so that way you have a better understanding of exactly what to do and what to expect when you rent or purchase this machine from us. The Nimbus has a power cord built into the machine, and when you hook that to an extension cord, you want to use as heavy an extension cord as possible so that way it will let the heating element heat up as fast as possible. There is also a power con jack that allows you to plug in a second power source. We do not give this to you with the rental unless you specifically ask for it, just because people have a tendency to plug both of those heating elements into the same circuit. It blows the circuit, and now all of a sudden you're in a jam. So it has been our experience, as far as rentals go, to always just use the one power source so that way you don't get yourself in trouble and have to search for a blown circuit.
We're going to open the unit up, and this is where you put in water and the dry ice, and you can see that right now the basket's all the way up. We're going to show you, let's drop the basket down. And you can see how the basket dropped all the way, and that would be dropping the dry ice into it, into when you have it filled with water. But we're going to pick it up right now, and then, so it's super simple. All we're going to do, so we've got a 5-gallon bucket of water, and we're pouring to where you're almost at the bottom. Let's stop for 1 second. Let's look at, here you can see the heating. You don't have enough water in it because it hasn't turned red. No. But we're going to
about 2.5, 3 gallons right there.
And keep going.
4 gallons right there.
Okay, stop there. So now our light went on, and you can see we have enough water level that the unit will start heating. Let's lower it down until it does touches the water. Keep going.
Right there.
Okay.
You can actually lock it on that level.
Okay, so we're going to pick that up, and we're going to put more water in the unit, because we really want the water just below this unit. So so we need to get some more water. So we ran, our bucket wasn't enough, so we're putting more water in the unit, and we're going to fill it right up to almost the bottom. And the reason you want to put more water and get as much water in it as possible is the water won't cool down as fast, and you're going to cover up more dry ice. And right there you can tell, just drop it down and see where we're at.
Much right there, see? So it's like maybe 1/4 inch.
Okay, so Andrew says we're 1/4 inch away. We're just going to let this heat up, and you can see that it's red. It's going to turn green. And we will, in order for it to heat up, you want to just lock it so it'll heat up faster.
So this is of extreme importance that you always wear gloves when handling dry ice. It is dangerously cold, colder than minus 150 degrees, and it will burn you. Never handle dry ice with bare hands always use adequate gloves.
And just break it. So you just got to be careful. And if it's in the bag, it won't break apart. So you just got to knock it. Yeah. And it's all busted up into little pieces.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yep. They're real small pieces. You don't have any big.
They're like
chunks.
this size. Is that good enough?
Make them a little smaller. You can see. Okay, perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're opening our, you can see that the green light's on. We've come to temperature. We're gonna take our ice and pour it in. Okay. So when I talk about having to do this, turn the machine. So this is the residual you're going to get when you load the ice in, because it's just the heat. But you have 2 levels of that. And we're going to do, it's all broken up into small pieces. So we're going to go down 1. And you can see that that's the, you can see how that is. Let's go all the way, put it to full. And you can see how much ice is coming out and how it's filling. And you can see you don't really have any fog in the air. It's all super low. And it's gonna pour into wherever it can go. And you can see
It's pretty thick.
yeah, this is the big difference between dry ice fog and chemical fog. But you can see that it took, 45 minutes for it to heat up. So you can't do a whole lot. But you can see that it's just going to keep going and going and going and filling the floor.
It's pretty much got all the way to the door at this point.
Yeah, we're at the door. It would have been spreading into this will cover a 20 by 20, 20 by 5 by 25 area. And all you got to do is move the machine back and forth and you're in good shape. And you can see it just fills up. You can see that it's going backwards, but if that machine were against a wall or whatever, that fog that is in the back would be coming out this way.
That 5-pound piece would last.
Yeah, this was 5 pounds of ice, not 10. You could have put in twice the amount of ice. And you can just see we've got a door that the outside door was open, so it just kind of sucked everything away. But you had no fog rise up in the air. If you look up in the air, you don't see any fog, which a chemical fog machine is going to give you a little bit of a haze type effect in the air, and that can trip a fire alarm. So you got to be careful. Chemical machines we do not recommend for indoors. But then the Nimbus and then the ADJ on tour ice, which is also, it's just a bigger dry ice machine. Works perfect. So we're going to open that up real quick and show you how much ice is in there. Can't even see, but we've got ice coming out. And it's boiling, you can hear it boil. So when you do this, you want to do your best to keep the heater on, because that's going to allow things to keep going. But let's pick up the handle all the way, and you can see and we'll just let that go like that. Hey, so the ground is a little bit wet, and this is a good example of a dry ice fog machine versus a chemical fog machine. A chemical fog machine isn't going to get the ground wet normally, but straight dry ice into hot water, you have a ton of water that's being used. And when this machine cools down, we'll show you how much water it used in just the one run. But you're gonna have to be prepared to wipe the dance floor down a little bit, just so it's safe. I mean, it's pretty safe if people are aware, but just that one little extra precaution.
Please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and leave any comments that you have or any questions, and we will respond and help you out. If you're in the middle of a rental and the video doesn't cover your question, just call our 800 number and we will get you taken care of right away.